It's me, Dre, the Life Consultation, trademark. What's going on? Back again, I told you, trying to do one every day. And right now, let's see. Again, some more Black History facts for people who don't, under-recognize folks. Still smoking on our pipes, still smoking on a little bit of a blended this time. Mix the dark 70 with the sunset velvet, so pretty good. So this isn't through Chat GPT this time. Not this time. Just some Google information. Make sure I did my research though. Make sure I'm seeing the correct information. Doing it live. Alright. Sit back, relax with me as we talk about this. Althea Gibson, born in 1927, passed away 2003. So, long before Serena and Venus Williams. Y'all know them? The killer at tennis. I'm just not gonna relate it. Another tall, young black woman shook up the world of tennis with her powerful serve and brilliant play. She was Althea Gibson. And tennis had been a long, segregated sport. When her skill and strength broke the color barrier in the 1950s. Okay, let's see. She grew up in Harlem, on a block where she got lucky because the New York City police blocked traffic so the neighborhood kids could play in sports, and that was cool for way back then. There, she learned paddle tennis and took on the sport so quickly she won a citywide tournament at the age of 12. That's impressive. Recognizing her talent, the neighbors raised funds to help pay for tennis lessons, and a career was born. See, back then, they had that community where they got together and they helped take care, get her where she needed to be. That's awesome. We don't see that as much anymore, and we need to see more of that. And not just our community, it's all communities. So, Gibson began winning local and regional tournaments, but was barred from the national events because of her race. Again, in 1950, though, after intense lobbying, she became the first African American, not just woman, but first African American to compete in the U.S. National Championship, the predecessor to the U.S. Open. And then in 1956, she became the first black player to win a Grand Slam, the French Championship. 1956, first black player. Again, not woman, player. The next year, she was the first black champion in the 80-year history of Wimbledon. Back-to-back championships, that's what's up. Receiving the trophy from Queen Elizabeth II. Now, by the time Gibson retired from tennis, she had won 11 Grand Slam titles and was the world's top-ranked female player. That is insane. And we're talking about the 50s. At age 37, she shook up professional golf, becoming the first black player at the LPGA Tour. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm the first black player on the LPGA tour. That's crazy. Again, player, a woman. So she's breaking the barrier for both people. But racism followed her. Many country clubs refused her, of course. Refused to let her compete. Excuse me. Fans taunted her with slurs, of course. And she was sometimes forced to change clothes in her car. Think about that. Age 37, had won 11 Grand Slam titles and was the world's top female player. The first black player in the LPGA Tour, and still had to change her car. Crazy. But success into sports dominated by whites inspired generations of black athletes, which it did. And then here's a quote from her. I always wanted to be somebody, Gibson once said. If I made it, it's half because I was game enough to take a lot of punishment along the way, which she was, because racism was not a fucking joke back then. And half because there was a lot of people who cared enough to help me. Again, like I said before, we're talking about community. And that's crazy. She did all that. Retired from tennis at age 37. Took up golf and then started dominating that sport. And as a woman, but was the first black person to do a lot of those things. Not just first black woman, just the first black person to do a lot of those things. That's not talked about, because I didn't even know about her. And she died in 2003. I graduated high school in 2004. So, I'll tell you how old I am. That's what I'm saying. These people who have done incredible things will open the way for all types of people. Because again, it's not just black people. That opens up the sport to everybody. And not just women, men, and women. And again, 1950s she was doing this. The 50s. And again, that's American history. That should be talked about more too. Because again, black history is American history. Said it a bunch of times. Over and over and over again. It's just, it's insane to me. Not learning stuff like that in school when we need to. Not, that's what I'm looking for. Taking the time to look at some of the unsung heroes. Because, yeah, I heard all about Venus and Serena Williams. All the time. But I never heard about her. Althea Gibson. Again, I've done sports a little bit here. I did, the athletes in the Olympics, and then her. Probably do. I don't know yet. Like I said, I've just been looking up basically unsung heroes, who need to be recognized more for the things that they've done. Because that should be bigger than it is. It really should, but it's not. Looks like we'll finish it about under 10 minutes today. That was quick. But I felt like she deserved her own thing. That's amazing. And again, that's American history. I just want to say, again, like I said, that was a quick one. Again, thank you. I'm Dre, life consultation, trademark. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Let's see if we all can't learn something, because again, I learned that. I didn't know that. But again, thank you. Have a good day. Be safe out there. Peace.